So the Game Awards were yesterday, and although I don't think that there were any surprises when it came to who went home with the awards, I do think that they still put together a very good show when it came to not only the live performances, but the trailers that they showcased over the course of the show. So considering I don't have any strong emotions about who won or lost in these awards, I figured I would just make a video talking about the trailers for games that stood out to me and I'm excited for. Now, I will preface this by saying I never played the original 3 Mafia games, but Mafia: The Old Country looks like a pretty good game so far. This game will be a prequel to the original trilogy, and it'll be set in Sicily, Italy, making this the first game in the franchise that's set outside of the United States. And the game is introducing a new protagonist named Enzo. From what we've seen, the game looks amazing. The characters look good, the lighting looks good, and even though I might go through and play the original trilogy before this game comes out, because this game takes place before the original trilogy, it could be a good jumping in point for some people to the series. The game's looking like a pickup so far for me, but we'll see as time goes on because the game's slated to release in summer of 2025, so I think we'll be getting some gameplay pretty soon for this. Moving on, because there's an upcoming co-op game that I'm super excited about called Split Fiction. This game is made by the same people who made It Takes Two, and you play as 2 people named Mio and Zoe who are authors hoping to get their stories published into this simulation thing by this tech company. While the company claims to be using the stories to build the simulation into a new form of interacting with stories, in reality they're just stealing, which is weird that that happens in real life so often too, but that's besides the point. To escape the simulation, the 2 basically have to make their way through the stories that they both wrote, which one writes like more futuristic type stories and the other writes fantasy, which makes for a crazy looking gameplay combination. This company is once again showing that they're more than willing to stick to this co-op style of making games while still being able to deliver great stories with unique visuals and gameplay loops to keep people hooked on their games. This game is also keeping the friend pass system where only one of 2 people has to buy the game for you to be able to play online co-op with each other. This is again keeping the whole couch party feeling alive in an era where unless you're playing on Nintendo Switch, most companies are not focused on couch party games at all. But this game's going to be a for sure pickup. They haven't missed yet. This game looks like it's going to be gas. But speaking of games that look gas, CD Projekt Red decided to drop a trailer for The Witcher 4. Now, although this is a good teaser trailer, the trailer isn't what really has a lot of people talking. What I'm seeing is a bunch of gamers, primarily men, that are still too misogynistic and sensitive to acknowledge the fact that women can be leads in video games. It's been a while since I've played The Witcher 3, but if I'm not mistaken, it was a point in that game that she had to get her training right because eventually Ciri would have to take up the mantle. So let's just ignore the fact that the games have been setting her up to be a big part of the story for a long time now, and instead let's say the game is bad now because it's quote unquote woke. This is the same company that not only made the original games for this franchise, which are quote unquote woke, but y'all just don't pay attention to themes in video games, but they also made Cyberpunk. Need I say more? This wokeness in gaming conversation is so annoying, but I feel like with more and more people feeling emboldened to say things like this online, it kinda has to be addressed. But the teaser trailer that's been playing is honestly gas, and I can't wait to see more of The Witcher 4 and when the release date is. Naughty Dog also made an appearance during the Game Awards with their new game Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. The game is set thousands of years in the future and will have you playing as a bounty hunter who gets stranded on a planet that has no communication with the outside universe. This was only a teaser, so there's still a lot to learn about this game. Like, we don't know the release date yet, we only know that it's been in development since 2020, and Naughty Dog will probably deliver just like they always do. The last thing, and the thing that I'm probably most excited about from the Game Awards, is Elden Ring Night Rain. Now, this game is slated to release in 2025, and I'm hearing it being described as a co-op survival roguelike Souls game, which sounds like a lot because it is, and I feel like From Software is really taking some swings with this, and I love it. It's kind of disappointing when I see the community torn half and half about this game, because I understand liking the traditional Souls formula, but you can't deny that this game looks cool. They took Elden Ring, made it a roguelike multiplayer game, and added aspects from every other Souls-like game, whether it be bosses and mechanics, and mashed it all into one game. That's insane. They've also seemingly been very hard at work with this too, because people have already gotten their hands on this game. Regardless of what hate this game may get, I have faith in From Software and I love Elden Ring, and I think that this game's going to be a good twist on the things that that game did right. If the Game Awards are any indication for how good the games are going to be in 2025, then we're going to have a very fun year as gamers. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment how you feel about the games being revealed going into 2025. I'ma holla at y'all next time.